Welcome, welcome, welcome to hashtag LoveMyDubb. And I want to fulfill a goal that a lot of people have been asking for. And they're suggesting that, some of the things that we want to do here are surrounded about, how do I actually, we can talk about, features and functionality and benefits and the outcomes and transformation and all of those things. However, one of the things that I really want to communicate is the opportunity to actually share a real life workflow and a process. So I want to share with you that I want to share with you that process today. That's it. That's just a simple process, right? However, I think there's a lot of things that we're failing, at least when people reach out to me, I'm failing to make an impact on some of these individuals. So what I wanted to do today was share a process you can use in your LinkedIn activities and actually get some results back as it relates to making connections and actually making meaningful connections. So I want to share my screen here. I'm going to share my screen here. Share my screen. And I'm going to share the entire screen. And I'm going to share screen one. And I'm going to share this here. And I'm going to bring it up online. Let me go to home. And I want to share with you today the actual process of making meaningful connections on LinkedIn. Let me make this a little larger so we can actually see this. All right. So here's a page. Here's my profile. You can go to my profile. But what I want to do today is I want to be able to walk you through this process using Dubb and making actual connections. So now I have Sales Navigator. It's not required for this exercise to work. However, I just wanted to be able to look at some saved searches, and I'm going to go to, I've been looking for dentists, but I want to find, in fact, let's do this. I want to come back to, let's look for agency owners. I want to look for agency owners, marketing agencies. Let's see, marketing agencies. Because I would like to digital marketing agencies and owners. Here we go, and narrow it down. And I want to be able to say, okay, let's look at all filters. So I want to do second level connections because I want to connect with individuals. And let's just narrow it down to the United States so we're not all over in time zones. Talk about digital marketing, social media, marketing, SEO. All right. Current company. We don't necessarily professional services. Or let's do advertising because we want to be able to, and then business consulting and services and maybe technology. So profile language, let's do English. And then service category, marketing, digital marketing, consulting, and social media marketing. All right, let's show the results here. And then let's look at some of these profiles and see what we can see. Here's Justin in Seattle, Washington. All right. So let's go to Justin Hardy's. So open to network. Okay, Justin is available to open to network. So what we want to do is we want to be able to look at some of the things that he's looking at. Okay, activity. He's done some posts, amazing article on ChatGPT. He's looking at some things here. All right, cool. All right. I want to celebrate this. What we do with search. All right. Very cool. And then also I want to follow him, but more than follow him, I want to go to his profile and I want to be able to connect. It actually has a connect button right here. So I want to connect with him, and then I want to add a note. And so now I use this element called magical, which is a text expander. So I'm just going to type in here LI23, which is I thought that's what it was. Let me see. I want to come in here to my shortcuts, and I want to come into podcast. No, maybe I didn't. Hold on. Maybe I didn't save it. Okay, well, let's look at it for, or we can use this one. Okay, let's just use this one. But you get the idea. So what you can use is a text expander. Why is it not? Okay. Technology always works much better when you're not live. All right, so here I'm going to do this. And would love to connect. I am getting to a new podcast on and media about the emerging AI space and saw a recent post. Love to connect. Let me know if you have any interest. Used to live in LE and enjoy the summers. Now what I can do is I can also add a recent video that I created. Love to connect. Insert video. All right. Now I can send this. Now, when they receive that, they can actually, let's close this out since I apparently didn't do anything with that. So now, when they receive this, they will have an introduction referencing actually something that I was relating to on their done for you marketing funnels. So he's doing done for you marketing funnels. Get 20 plus new patients in the next 30 days guaranteed. So he's doing healthcare and wellness and business marketing funnels. So talk about marketing funnels and AI and some of the things that digital marketing produces. So the next step is we want to go through and we're going to, I can add them to my CRM, which is I use Pipedrive along with Dubb, so I can actually add them to my CRM. So I can add as a contact, and healthcare. So I'm just going to add that. So now I can actually track that information and put that into position. So then when he responds and when actually things start moving forward in the process, then you can actually engage with them further and actually put things in perspective. So like when you're on, let's open up Dubb now. So Dubb. So when you're working on a workflow in Dubb, once they connect, you can actually include them in some automation. So they could be in your, so you could create their assets. And the call to action that I created on that last video, let's look at that last video and let's review that. So now I can actually look at this video, love to connect. So what I did was I added a call to action in the video that allows me to, allows people, individuals, and I reference this, connect with me on LinkedIn. So now when they come and watch this video, they can just go to my LinkedIn profile. So then they can connect on my LinkedIn profile. So easily you can actually mention someone in the chat. You can reference what they're doing, add the video, include the video in the process. And it's coming up here because I'm actually Justin Hardy. Let's go back to Justin's profile. So now, so when Justin responds, we can actually create this opportunity to actually create a connection. And then once that connection takes place, and so I can actually go to this video, and when I actually look at the analytics on this video, I can decide, okay, well, when somebody actually connects with this video, it will show that they connected on this call to action click. Now, why this is important is because that can trigger automation and a follow-up sequence. And I think that's important because if you have they've made a connection, then you can actually trigger a task for myself in Dubb to reach out and make a connection and follow up with this individual. So the steps are very simple. So make a connection on LinkedIn, introduce yourself and say, I'd love to connect. And once that connection is made, then you can actually add them to your CRM. And the CRM actually allows you to actually access your contacts. And then you can add tags to these contacts to where you can actually trigger automation and campaigns, whether it's a email campaign or a text message campaign. Make sure that they, opt into those campaigns before you send them something random. It's illegal to send people random stuff in text message without them opting in. You could send cold email messages. However, if you get too aggressive with that, they can report you as spam, and then you don't want to necessarily have your domain blocked and cause a lot of problems for your organization or your email sending tools, whether you're using Google or Gmail or anything like that. So, have a due diligence, some common sense, and some courtesy when you're doing this, because it's really important to actually create an atmosphere of being friendly and building relationships. I want to build relationships. I don't want to send out 2,000 emails a day. I don't want to send out bulk email all the time. However, with Dubb, you can actually create campaigns and you can actually send out automation and workflows. So in these workflows, though, we can actually have, let's just go to a workflow. So we can actually go out and, like in Podcast Your Brand, I want to look at this. And then I want to be able to look at build. Okay, we're going to launch this. So this campaign, when somebody signs up, you wait a day. Let me bring this up on screen so you can actually see it. Add to stream. And so in this campaign, in this automation, a tag is allowed. So once again, going back to the scenario, connect with them on LinkedIn, make sure that they opt in, they make a connection, follow up, possibly add them as a tag, as a connection, send them something else. I like to send them an invitation to either learn, take a mini course on my lead generation with Dubb, or on a podcast, producing a podcast. So you can actually, the easiest way to start a podcast, you can launch a podcast, or you can go to LoveMyDubb. So either one. So if I go to LoveMyDubb, and I can invite somebody to LoveMyDubb, book a free mini course today. So when people sign up here, that actually adds them to this automation. And so you take them on this journey, connect with them on LinkedIn, engage with their posts, engage with their content, actually bring them into your community, build a relationship with them, start a conversation, and then offer some value. If they're interested in podcasting, offer them, if they're interested in podcasting or live streaming or content creation, I offer them the opportunity to join Podcast Your Brand. So let's bring that up. So this is the easiest way to launch a podcast. Super simple. Launch now, and then all of a sudden, launch your mini course today. So podcast mini course, and it takes you through using Dubb. I've created a sequence of tutorials that teach you each step of the way to create your own podcast. And then also on the Dubb mini course, it teaches you step by step how to use Dubb to do this process. So if you want to learn how to use Dubb to generate leads and actually start conversations and build a relationship for your business, I've booked thousands of calls with this process. I've booked, booked over 500, 600 guests on the pirate broadcast when I was doing the show every day. I would book people out months in advance just by creating a short, simple video, sending that in LinkedIn Messenger, and then allowing people to connect, make that connection online, and making sure that they're actually engaging in the live stream or the podcast. And then I would produce the results with that. So step by step, you're doing these things piece by piece, and you can start very easily. Start simple. Go back to your Dubb process, just like Kitty here. We were on a live stream together earlier today, and actually she created a film. She's a documentary filmmaker out of Portland, Oregon, where I used to live. Common interest, awesome individual. And so we connected, and now I can actually send her a video to say, love to have you on a show, love to invite you on a podcast or a broadcast, nurture that relationship, learn and understand some of the things that she's doing that I can actually add value to. And I work with a lot of different individuals that produce complementary services, or maybe something that is able to assist her in some of the things that she's doing in her business. So following up, adding introductions, making those connections, and adding and creating value is the name of the process. It's like help more people, help more people. It's a very simple process. And I want to make sure that you have the tools necessary to do this. So I want to come up here. I want to be able to add value to your equation. Dubb is the tool that I use. I'm an advocate of Dubb. Therefore, hashtag LoveMyDubb. And also I want to teach people on how to use Dubb. I want to be able to teach people on how to actually create value using Dubb. So if you have a Dubb mini course, you can create a Dubb mini course. You could do a podcast, whatever your skill set is, you could create a simple mini course that allows people to go through. And what that does is allow you the opportunity to see what kind of information you could collect. So when you come through here and you go to the videos, and I could go to the dashboard, I can see what videos and what information is actually creating value. I can see what people are responding to. So outreach to pirates. So I can, that's on a remainder. But I've created almost 2,500 videos. I got almost 12,000 views, and the calls to action that are clicked is over 2,100 clicks. And I got 1,000 contacts in my database, which are, signed up to be able to receive information from me. So building that communication and that contact in Dubb, using Dubb as a CRM, and also the ability to actually add campaigns and email and send out SMS messages or communicate with these individuals is incredibly valuable. And Dubb is such a powerful tool because if I want to, I could go into Dubb, create a quick video and send a message off to individuals here using Dubb. And I could create that video, send it out, and produce results. So the value that you create and the value that you send out is just a step-by-step process that allows you the opportunity to say, okay, first thing is identify your target individual. Who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to have a conversation with? And who could actually create value for your business, your organization, and work together with you? And I want to be able to work with agency owners on content creation, live streaming, podcasting strategies for their clients. So offering that support and service and is incredibly valuable to make that connection. Okay, maybe they have something, maybe they don't. It doesn't hurt to ask. Do some outreach, make sure that they're doing something, and book a call with them. Bookruss.com. You can always bookruss.com and reach out and connect with me. So that's one of the things that you can do. And then all of a sudden, if you're working with individuals and you want to be able to book calls or have them take a quiz or have them do something that allows them to learn more about what you're providing, what value it is. And maybe they're interested in what you're doing. Maybe they know somebody that is interested in what you're doing. The thing to remember is that you have an opportunity to be able to connect with individuals on a personal level and make that connection, make that introduction, and allow yourself the opportunity to say, hey, do you know anyone that's launching a podcast? Do you know anybody that's interested in the potential of launching a podcast that might be stuck on how to get started? I created this mini course on how to launch a podcast, the easiest way to launch a podcast. And I'd be really excited if you could share that out with somebody. So it's, there's not a downside. There's no downside to sharing that information with your community. They may know somebody. They may actually appreciate the fact that you shared that. If you keep it to yourself and you don't, share that information, share the value that you've gone decades learning, or maybe, you've spent your entire life studying this topic, and you could share this topic and you could share this value and you could express your ability to actually communicate this. It would be amazing. So I want to be able to share this with you and make sure that you have an opportunity to do the same thing. I would love to have a conversation with you. Like I said, you can always go to bookrust.com. Let me put it in here in the banners. Let's see. I got it right here. Yeah, here it is. So you can go to LoveMyDubb to sign up for the Dubb mini course. You can always go to bookrust.com to connect with me. And if you want to learn more about signing up for Dubb, let's develop a show together on Podcast Your Brand. Go to Podcast Your Brand. That's another, which I'm breaking my own rules here. So just go to book a call with me. Just bookrust.com. Book a call and let's have a conversation, because I think it's important that we learn about how this process, this funnel, and this journey can help you build revenue, grow your business, and actually do something very powerful for your community. And I think it's important for us to work together in a way that adds value to your community. My mission in life is to help more people help more people. And I find the biggest pleasure in having people succeed in their business. That brings me joy, that excites me. And if I can help you, I would love the opportunity to assist and support you in that journey. So as always, Russ Johns here. I'm going to jump off because I want to make sure that I can provide more value, and I'm going to do some outreach. I'm going to go through this process myself and start creating some content. I've been off LinkedIn for most of the month in February. I ended up in the hospital, and but I'm starting to feel better, starting to grow, improve, and make it happen in 2023. So kindness is cool. Smiles are free. And I wish you the very best in all of your adventures, and look forward to the next week. And as always, here every Wednesday, 12:15 Pacific Standard Time. And sign up, get notifications as well. So enjoy the day. Take care.